Depression is a common mental disorder that physically and mentally affects individuals. According to the WHO, 280 million people suffer from this pathology, of whom 5% are adults and 5.7% are older adults over the age of 60. The symptoms of this pathology include sadness, fatigue, guilt, uselessness, recurrent thoughts of death, lack of concentration, lack of self-esteem, and loss of interest and pleasure in previously gratifying activities. It also has implications in appetite, causing a lack of or excess hunger, which leads to weight loss or gain, in sleep, with opposite extremes. That is, individuals experience extra rest or insomnia, and in decision-making, given the lack of a future perspective. There are multiple causes associated with this disorder, such as external, hormonal, physical, and even genetic. However, it can arise without apparent cause and explanation. It accounts for its complexity since many factors can make us feel depressed even when we believe we should feel happy. There are different factors that trigger the possibility of a diagnosis of depression. Life events such as childhood problems, the death of loved ones, divorce, abuse, abandonment, illness, and excessive use of drugs and alcohol are unfavorable events that increase the risk. Family history of depression and gender are two other major risk factors. In addition, environmental factors such as dysfunctional family dynamics and negative social relationships or low social support are also referenced in the literature. Less favorable socioeconomic contexts that lead to poverty and unemployment are also aspects to be considered due to the exposure to stress, making individuals more vulnerable and prone to trigger the pathology. Regarding depression in children and adolescents, the symptoms are like those of adults. It is during adolescence that more cases of depression are reported, 4 to 8% of adolescents and 2% of children. In elderly people, the disorder in focus is depression. The prevalence of this pathology in the elderly is 11.88%. Older age is characterized by the loss of professional status, changes in family and social relationship roles, an increase in loneliness, the loss of significant others, more pathologies, dependency. Individuals are faced with a panoply of situations with which they must deal, possibly affecting their quality of life and making them experience stressful situations. The consequences of geriatric depression are essentially suffering at an emotional and physical level, decreased quality of life, increased risk of death, and the possibility of existing illnesses worsening or causing the onset of others. Multiple actions decrease the risk factors for depression, and many of these are limited to the practice of self-care. The promotion of healthy lifestyles. More knowledge about depression. Decreased consumption of alcohol and drugs. According to WHO statistics on depression, Portugal is in the 5th position worldwide, with 8% of Portuguese people diagnosed with depression. Treatment helps by reducing symptoms and the recurrences of episodes. According to the OPP, the first line of treatment is psychological intervention. It can also be performed with pharmacological treatment. Both approaches can be used separately or together. Humor has proven to be a coping mechanism for psychological problems. The use of humor and laughter stimulates the patient, which causes them to change their thoughts and be happier despite feeling down or having negative thoughts. In conclusion, and based on all the above arguments, it is crucial to invest in innovative interventional techniques to combat depression. Do you want to show your research progress to more scholars? Contribute an entry that will be linked to your paper on the Encyclopedia platform, providing an opportunity for over 35,000 scholars to access and explore your research. Have you ever tried to show your latest research in a vivid way? Encyclopedia's SciPlayer provides a service with which you can transfer your research to a live video format. Do you want to publish a new paper? Encyclopedia has an international, peer-reviewed, and open-access journal. Do you require a discount when you publish research in journals? Anyone who contributes to Encyclopedia can obtain vouchers for MDPI Journal's article processing charges. Encyclopedia aims to create an open-access knowledge-sharing platform for all scholars. To find more information, search for encyclopedia.pub.